Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Georgie and I do makeup tutorials and makeup reviews here on my channel. So if you are interested, please consider subscribing. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying two blushes. These ones are not a new launch, but it's new to me. And this is from Patrick Ta. This is the Major Headlines Double Take Cream and Powder Blush. And I do have two shades right here in the shade She's Baked and She's Blushing. I've been meaning to try this on, and today is the day that we can try it together. So we're going to do, of course, swatches and application so that you can see actual on the skin. So before I talk too much, let's go ahead and start the video. So here are the packaging of Patrick Ta. Before I take them off, here is the boxes. I really like the way how his packaging actually comes, because it feels like your blush is so secure. So even if you're ordering online, it's pretty like secure because the boxes are thick. It comes with like a thick cardboard inside. So here are the packaging of the blushes, and here are the names at the back. Now I'm gonna show you just the way how it looks like inside. So it looks like this. So it comes with like a big mirror here, which is really nice. And this is the powder, and the top is the cream, and then there's also this protection for the cream one, so a little kind of lid to it, so it protects it from kind of getting messy, or the powder goes into the cream like inside. So it's really good. I do have some of his blushes already, but I might do like a separate video later where I kind of like try all of them. But for now, these are the shades that's new to me, so we are going to try it. I do have my makeup on. I have a bronzer, which is Patrick Ta as well. I love his bronzer and contour. And we are going to do a swatch right after the application. Yes. So this shade is She's Blushing. I really wanted to try this so bad. I'm going to be using my NARS EIGSHOW brush. And this one seemed to be a bit more on the powdery side. When I press on it, it's very kickback, like there's a lot of kickback into it. So let's try on this side. So I did apply the powder first, and that's how it looks like. I'm just gonna blend it. Okay, so normally what I really want with my blush is a very light kind of application. That's why I'm into those kind of like a little more deeper, brighter, because I really don't put a lot. But you know, in order for you guys to see, I need to build up. So I'm just gonna do a second build up right here. You can see the color. Oh my goodness, this one is so pretty. Like, it looks dark in here if you notice, but on the skin it actually doesn't look as dark. This is good to me, but let's do a third layer. Also, I'm not kind of like putting way too much product on the brush because I don't want to ruin my makeup. Also, I don't know how pigmented these dark colors are, but now we kind of know. So that's kind of the third layer. That's actually not too bad as well. Really like that. And this blush has a little bit of sheen into it, so it's not super crazy. If you really wanted a matte one, skip on this one. But like I'm saying, it's not as crazy shimmery. There's just a little bit of that like sheen into the blush. Maybe you can kind of see it a little bit there. So that's how I want the powder, because we are still going to put the cream on top, but we're going to see. So for the cream one, I really find that the best way how to use the cream one is just using a sponge or your beauty blender. So I'm going to tap this one right here and see how it goes. I'm going to put it on top of the powder. Oh wow. So what I noticed right away once I put the cream is it actually makes it more luminous. It makes it more like healthier glow on the skin. It doesn't look as dry comparing it with the powder. Earlier it was just feeling like dry around the skin. It's not like dry, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not as plumpy, I think. But right after I put the cream on top, it actually looks like more healthier and plump looking skin. So you can notice right away, and I really love that. Oh my goodness. So that is the blushing nude, you guys. That is so pretty. Now, let's jump into the next shade. I know these ones are pretty similar, and this one is called She's Baked. But I believe this has a little bit more of a deeper undertone. The cream one looks like has a little bit more purpley kind of tone, and then this one is more brown brick, and this She's Blushing is more pink. You can tell the difference right there. It's hard to explain because you know there's just so much color into it. So let's see how it goes. I'm going to apply it with another EIGSHOW brush. I'm crazy about this brush. I have to. So this one is clean as well. So let's pick this up. So with this one, I really have to be careful how I apply it because I think this is more pigmented. Okay, so that's first layer so far. That is so pretty already. I mean, all of these blushes, I can't just watch them like go, especially when there's like a Sephora discount. Also, if you notice, I have been uploading a lot of blushes on my channel before because the main reason is, I don't know, lately I just feel like I'm staying away from eyeshadows because I have too much and I haven't even like used up all of them. But with the blushes and lip product this year are crazy. This is the year of blushes and lip product. So I've been buying blushes and lip product lately. I feel like I haven't bought an eyeshadow since, when was the last time? Like last year. I can't even remember what was the last eyeshadow I have purchased. But anyway, let's go back to this one. This is so pretty as well. Oh my goodness. So that was sort of the second layer that I did, and I can already see the color. I really like this as well, and I feel like this is such a perfect shade for summer. You get that like a nice kind of warmth, burnt, summery looking on your cheek, and you can put less if you just really want a natural one or just use a cream one. It's completely good without using the powder or just using powder by itself. You can see the difference. With the cream here, it's just more looking more plumpy. That's what I'm talking about earlier, but here is perfect. So now, let's put the cream on top and see how it goes. I'm gonna use the other end of my sponge here so that we don't mix the color. And try this on top. Okay, that didn't really pick up. And we blend it all the way on my temple just to get that nice, even and soft edges as well. Don't be afraid to blend too because these blushes is very flexible to blend, and if you feel like it's a little bit harsher, of course you take your time to blend. You use a sponge, you use your brush. By blending it, it makes a big difference just to get that little bit of attention on your cheek. So now let's compare these two together. She's blushing, She's Baked. Which shade do you guys like the most, especially for the summer? Or, you know, you can always wear this every single day. It's really up to you. It is pretty. I really like it, and I'm so glad I decided to get them because I've been kind of like, should I get both? Because they look pretty similar, but I'm so happy that I get to kind of like compare them as well for you guys to see. So you can take a look at the She's Blushing right here. Really love that. And then the She's Baked here as well. Oh my goodness, I am having a hard time trying to choose. I guess I'm just gonna give you a situation. If I feel like on the winter I'm a little bit light, right now it's just kind of like the beginning of the summer, so I still have sort of that like fair light skin, I would definitely go for this one. But in the kind of like midsummer, once I get my tan a little bit, this definitely gonna go really well, and it will look like really pretty. So I will try it again later once I have my tan. Maybe I can do more of like a summer blushes. So even right now, like I feel like it's good. Like I can't choose. If you just look at me, you can't tell they're both different. So yes, you guys, that is what I just wanted to show you today. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, I forgot to swatch. I am going to give you a swatch, of course a close-up swatch. So here is the swatch for She's Baked. As you can see, the cream and the powder, you can tell the difference. Here is the cream and here is the powder right here. So you can see that undertones is a bit deeper, and you can see that it definitely has that red and purple undertone. Now I'm going to give you a second layer. So here's the cream. Now you can really see, and then the powder. So right there. Up next, I'm also going to give you the She's Blushing, of course. Here is the cream. There you go. You can see that the She's Blushing has definitely more pink into it. Here's the powder. Oh yeah. So for some reason, I feel like the She's Blushing does swatch properly, like, you know, exactly how I look at it in the pan. It doesn't look patchy, it's more softer, maybe that's why. And now you can see that the powder of She's Blushing, it has a bit of that sheen. That's what I am looking earlier. So there you have it, guys. I didn't forget the swatches. Already, now that you have seen the swatch, I just want to point out one more time before I go, because I feel like there's a difference between these two actually. So the She's Blushing one, it has a little bit of that sheen that I noticed earlier just right after I applied the powder. And I noticed with the She's Baked, it actually doesn't have that sort of the sheen even on the swatch. If you want more matte, maybe go for She's Baked. But if you want a little bit of that sheen, kind of healthy glowing, go for the She's Blushing. But the other thing that I wanted to mention is if you really just want a matte one and if you want that plumpy kind of healthy looking, you can just apply the cream on top. Like it honestly, these blushes are very, very versatile. It's so flexible. It's an amazing formula. So I really think that these ones are worth the hype, worth the hype, and it's also like worth it for the money that you pay, because it's such a good everything from packaging to the product to the pigmentation to the quality of it. It's really, really good, and they deserve the hype for sure. So that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy watching it, and also don't forget to subscribe my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.